Hi guys, it's Matt here, direct from Japan, and I'm here armed with a voice that could surely make the heavens divide. Donna Burke. Donna Burke, how you doing?
I'm very excited to be on your show. Thank you.
Absolutely. So you've done plenty of things around here in Tokyo, Japan. A lot of performances, namely Sins of the Father, the main theme song for Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain, along with Heaven's Divide, which was in Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker.
I'm a very lucky girl.
You're very, very lucky.
Very lucky girl. I don't forget that.
And not only of that, you've also done singing performances along with improv as well,
Yeah.
and even the voice of the Tokaido Shinkansen.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
I'm everywhere.
So actually, I should have started this off with warning: you are now approaching Donna Burke, because you're also the voice actress of the iDroid in Metal Gear Solid 5.
I am.
Absolutely.
I've been talking to people all over the world, giving them advice.
Especially a lot of English as well, and then all the Japanese businessmen on the Shinkansen go, "Oh, sugoi, sugoi."
Yeah, but they don't know it's me.
Oh, really?
No,
Until you say it out on the street, or...
Well, it's a bit of a party trick. I do sometimes pull that one out. Yeah.
Anyway, so you moved to Japan almost 20 years ago, around about the time where games like Final Fantasy VII, Metal Gear Solid, started to take video games more seriously, a lot more narrative-driven and high in production values. Like, how does it feel working in an industry that's starting to grow up and take itself more seriously?
It's really exciting, yeah. When I did Silent Hill 2 and Silent Hill 3, the processing power of the computer was so weak that we would have to do things in 30-second takes, and it would be crashing all the time, and so just the processing power is so much better now. So it's great.
Absolutely. So with you've done so much stuff over the years, like almost a 20-year portfolio. Has there been a personal favorite of yours?
This
Metal Gear Solid 5,
Yeah,
Sins of the Father.
Oh my god, it's so
I
exciting.
couldn't agree more. I mean, one of my personal favorites was Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles.
Actually, that is a really dear to my heart thing, because I got to use an Irish accent, and I grew up with nuns from Ireland teaching me. I
Really?
used to take the piss out of them, and finally I could use an Irish accent and get paid for it, and not get expelled or told to leave the classroom. So I love that, and I love the music, the Celtic, Tanioka-san's
I was going to say
music.
that the Celtic stuff, like I was only 10 years old at the time, and I had no idea that Donna Burke had actually sung it. And then a few years later, I looked it up thinking, now that's why I
What a
loved it to bits.
coincidence.
I know,
Yes, what a
it's
coincidence.
small world, isn't it?
It is,
Absolutely
yes.
small world. So
Yeah.
anyway, we're moving back on to Metal Gear Solid 5, Sins of the Father. How did it feel? Was it such an emotionally taxing experience?
Oh my god. Well, it's emotionally taxing. I think the content of the song is very dramatic. I mean, it's really, I feel like I'm channeling a lot of sadness and anger and war, and it's really powerful stuff.
Definitely. So, what we mentioned before, aside from singing, you also had a hand in voice talent with Metal Gear Solid 5. So,
Yeah.
how did the voice of the iDroid come to be? Does Kojima just really like writing Shinkansen a lot, or?
I think everyone does.
Yeah.
Everyone loves cracking a beer on the Shinkansen. Well, I was doing the Kojima report, the podcast, and of course my party trick being, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shinkansen. This is a Nozomi Super Express. And I everyone's laughing, and then they said, oh, could you do that voice for something else? And I said, sure. And they're like, but won't you get in trouble? And I went, no, that's my voice, my fake voice, because I don't talk like that all the time.
Yep.
And then you could just see all the light bulbs going off, and within 2 weeks they gave me the part of the iDroid.
Definitely. No, it's completely fascinating as well, especially like all the comparisons to iDroid and the Shinkansen voice as well. So
It's virtually the same voice.
yeah, I was on a
Yeah.
train a couple of days ago, and I thought, oh, my iDroid is... Oh, no, wait, no, it's just the train announcement. So, no, I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah,
like, it's a
yeah.
very kind of... Yeah, it's a very distinctive voice as well. Very distinct accent as well. So, yeah, absolutely. Like, the iDroid's fantastic for that as well.
Yeah, and the
Definitely.
Japanese love... I think for Japanese players, it's really, really special, because it's like a familiar voice that the plan was to have a very calm, the iDroid is very calm, and you're in a very stressful situation, and the iDroid calmly gives you information. So did you feel like that when you played it?
Yeah, like
Or was it annoying?
amidst all the chaos of tranquilizing people and enemies running after me, hearing the "you have arrived at your destination" is
Enemy
was
approaching.
yeah, like the juxtaposition just kind of works, you know. It just
Okay,
feels
good.
finally, you know, a plane, a helicopter's gonna come and grab me, or you know, I finally
you
arrived.
poor
I'm
darling,
sorry.
you're so stressed
I'm
out.
sorry for buttering you up, but anyway, so is it odd to hear your own voice in those kinds of situations? I know studio recordings is an entirely different beast, but have you ever taken the Shinkansen yourself?
I do. I take it every day. I just can't stop listening to myself. I spend all my money catching the Shinkansen here. I do leave when I leave the house. I think, oh, I'm going to hear myself today, and then I forget. Often I forget. I think, oh, there she goes. And I do sometimes do this on the train, and what to do, like inwardly, like. But I play it cool. I just sit there, but inside I. Yeah.
Do you do some of the announcements on completely different stops to confuse passers-by?
No.
Oh,
I'm very kind.
you should try that sometime. It'd be
should.
funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you worked extensively with Stephanie Justin as well, who's not only provided motion capture support, but also provided a bit of singing talent as well. So,
absolutely.
were there any challenges, or what were there any of your favorite moments in regards to coaching her?
Well, as I've said before, she's a lovely person. She's very professional. She's she's extremely hardworking. We say in improv, like she's a yes person. She's not like a no. She's not, oh, I don't know. She's not one of the actresses. I don't think I can do that. And, oh no, Stephanie, you're the greatest. Oh no, I just feel so vulnerable. And you've just got to, you know, she's not like that at all. She's like, okay, I'll give it a go. I'm not a professional singer, but she's got, the Dutch can be really proud of her. She's really
Definitely. I mean, like,
and
her...
she did. I gave her an app that's made in Australia called Warm Me Up, so she used that to build up strength, and then we treated it like an acting job.
Oh, nice. So with that in particular, like as fellow Australians as well, sometimes we do get a bit homesick, that kind of deal. Now, is there any aspect of Australian culture or any products that you'd like to see more of in Japan?
Oh, that's a really good question. Well, I just bought some Vegemite today at the international supermarket, and I have Vegemite every morning.
Nice.
So that's fine. I'd like to see more Australian cheeses in the shop. Cheese is really expensive, so I'd like to see some cheese.
Okay. I was just gonna say we could smuggle. No, actually, no. We shouldn't. We shouldn't do that. Please don't record this. Anyway, scratch that. So, what's next for Donna Burke? Like, do you see yourself doing a lot more voice acting, a lot more improv? Like, is there anything that's on the horizon?
At the moment, I'm looking at songs, new songs to release.
Yep.
So, of course, once everything probably in 6 months or 8 months' time. So, if any budding with some killer songs like Sins of the Father want to send me, my management team, some songs, please go ahead. And I'm looking at doing some touring. So, and hopefully
brilliant.
I'm getting lots of invitations. So that's really exciting.
Hopefully, we'll see you down in Australia.
Well, I'm not going to force my way down there. I need to be invited.
Oh, well, I'm sure we'll put in some good words. We'll be the
go.
number one ticket holders as well.
I love going home.
Now, with your studio, as well, where can we find you online?
Yeah, it's a good question. You can YouTube me, Donna Burke Official, donnaburke.com, Twitter, Facebook. I'm never off it.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
All the more reason to jump on and follow what you do, as well as on Twitter, things like that.
Thank you.
You do a lot of retweeting as well, so if we send anything your way, you're sure to
Long
go
as
in
it
and say,
involves me.
Oh, of course.
Or
of course.
cats.
Or cats.
Yeah.
Cats are fantastic.
I'm a bit of a cat lady. So. a clilf.
Oh, that's a bit too hot for television.
Sometimes people put that in. I just want to say, I'm a clilf. You can look that up at home, kids.
Just Google that on Urban Dictionary. We're not
But
liable.
it won't be there.
We're not. Maybe we should put in our own entry. Anyway, thank you very much, Donna Burke, for your time.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys soon.